Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, and we all just had a weekend. It was a pretty nice weekend, and I'm sure you got to be outside a lot. You probably did a lot of walks around your neighborhoods. I know that the parks and the beaches are closed for now, so we'll just stay really close to home. But I hope you had a lovely time and you're ready for something new. But before we talk about this bird, let's sing the Lazy Bone songs. We didn't do it last week, and I know you were hoping for it. So get ready, stand up. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cattle. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cows. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cattle. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cows. The sun is hot. The cows are gone. I think I'll rest till they come back. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cattle. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cows. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cattle. Wake up, you lazy bones, and go and fetch the cows. The sun is hot. The cows are gone. I think I'll rest till they come back. Very nice. Take a deep breath and come sit up. Let's talk about penguins. We all know that penguins belong to the bird group, but where do penguins live? Let's take a look. Penguins live in Antarctica and around the south part of the globe, so a little bit in South America, Africa, Australia, Tasmania. That's where the penguins can be found. When we walk through Petaluma, we never see a penguin. Remember the book, Osbert the Penguin? That was a pretty cool story. But we don't see the penguins here. Remember the riddle a long time we talked about? Why does the polar bear never meet the penguin? Do you remember the answer? Because they live in completely different habitats. The polar bears live in the polar region, way on top of the earth, and the penguins live in the south. And they don't know of each other. They never meet. So let's take a look at the parts of the penguin. The penguin has a beak. The penguin belongs to the group of birds, so birds have beaks. Do fish have beaks? No. Amphibian, reptiles, close, but not really. And mammals, I cannot think of one mammal that has a beak. The bat, maybe? I would have to look that up. Maybe you can look it up. The beak is one part. The beak is attached to the head. Now, I think all groups we have talked about, all fish, all amphibian, all reptiles, of course, all birds, and all mammals, we are mammals, we have heads. So the penguin has a head, and of course on the head is also the eye or the eyes and the ears. But we didn't get a part for that on this particular set. Ooh, rub your belly. Rub your belly. The penguin has a belly, sometimes a really big fat belly. Do fish have bellies? Yeah, kind of. The underside. Amphibians? Yeah. Reptiles? I wouldn't pet them or stroke them, especially the Komodo dragon or the crocodile. But they do have bellies, undersides. Do you have a belly? Of course, mammals have a belly too. And on the opposite side of the belly is the back. Go pat your back. Give yourself a pat on the back, a pat on the back, a pat on the back. Penguins have a back. Fish, yep. Amphibian, yep. Reptiles, yes. All birds and all mammals have a back. Now, what is so specific about penguins and birds? They have wings. They have wings and feathers. And that's when we know they are birds, aside from laying eggs. Do fish have wings? There are some flying fish. Remember, we looked at some pictures, and they spread out, and for a brief moment, they do have wings. Do amphibians have wings? No. Do reptiles have wings? There might be some exceptions. Birds have wings. Mammals do not have wings. Penguins have a tail. They need their tail to stand up and to navigate in the waters. Penguins are kind of clumsy on Earth when they walk, but they're real swift and elegant in the water. They do have a tail. Fish have a tail fin. Amphibians, remember the tadpole had a long tail and then it got shorter and shorter. So for a while, the frog had a tail and then he just has a little bit of a stump. Birds have tails. Reptiles, do reptiles have tails? Oh, the crocodile. That's quite a tail. Yes, and a lot of mammals have tails. Horses, cows, dogs and cats. So a lot of animals have tails. And feet. How about fish? No. Amphibian? Yes. Reptiles? Yes. Mammals? Yes. And remember, we differentiated between feet and, remember, the mammals that have hoofs. Hoofed mammals and mammals. How many feet does the penguin have? Uno, dos. 2 feet. How many feet do you have? That's right, you have 2 feet. These are the parts of the penguin when you make your booklet at home. Let's count how many pages you need. On the cover page, you will color all parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8 pages to make your booklet. And you have 1 page where you can make a big emperor penguin. You know what's also special about the penguin? Not only where they live, but they're birds and they cannot fly. They waddle on ice and snow and they jump into the water and swim real swift. But their body is too big to get up into the air to fly. And I know you know there are some other birds who cannot fly. Think about it, write it down, and next time I see you, you can tell me. There is a series of books that have Tacky the penguin as their main character. They're really fun books. I couldn't find any here in the library, but maybe you can look them up, or maybe you even have them at home. Tacky the penguin. He's a very unique, funny penguin, and he solves a lot of curious problems. And then, of course, there's the March of the Penguins that maybe with your parents and brothers and sisters you can watch parts of the March of the Penguin. It's very impressive how the penguins have learned to survive and how to stick together. And that's exactly what we are doing right now. We are all sticking together. See, we can spend time together every day. without having to be together here in circle. So we're not really penguins, but we have figured out sticking together and being connected really well. Before we end, I was thinking we could pull it off and sing, Do You Know the Muffin Man? Now this is how we'll have to do it. If you are a boy at home, you will ask the question, so you will sing first. And if you're a girl at home, you will give the answer. So you sing second. Because I'm alone here, I will sing softly with the boys first, asking the question. And then when the girls answer, I will sing in my regular voice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Yes, we know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Yes, we know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. That was great. That worked really well. Let's switch it. The girls will ask the question, so the girls will sing first. And then the boys will answer. I will sing with the boys, but I'm not a boy, so I will sing very softly, just so that we can all stay together singing. Okay, the girls first. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Yes, we know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Yes, we know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for singing with me. I will see you tomorrow morning when we take a look at words and reading and writing. Maybe we build some words, maybe we sound out some letters. And you can start thinking about what is the beginning sound of your name. Some of you can think about what is the ending sound, what is the very last sound of my name. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have fun today, stay happy, and adios, amigos.